Is Remy Ma about to pop up as a surprise performer at the BET Awards? And did Claressa Shields show up at that game to get back in BET's good graces? Welcome back to the channel, Shadari. It's your boy Marcus Hale, and I appreciate you pulling up today. We've got a lot to get into, including Remy Ma and Claressa Shields. But first, let's handle the Claressa situation real quick, because I literally just dropped a video about it, and some of you may have already seen it. The video was about Claressa Shields showing up at the Atlanta Dream WNBA game. And honestly, I was confused. I couldn't figure out what the move was about, because when it comes to Claressa, nothing ever seems random. Every appearance, every public move, every headline always feels planned out and strategic. That's just how she moves. It reminded me of when she went to the Hawks game after the Black Effect event hosted by Charlemagne the God. She and Papoose were sitting it up in the box seats, making sure people noticed. Remember when she said she didn't need courtside seats anymore because she could do box seats instead?
Remy Ma just made a big announcement, and her fans are hyped. On February 22, 2026, the legendary rapper Remy Ma officially announced her brand new talk show coming to the Remy Network.
I got my own TV show.
The show is going.
That whole conversation had people talking for a minute. So when I saw her at the Atlanta Dream game, I started wondering what the reason was behind it. Because from where I'm sitting, the support for Angel Reese felt a little unexpected. Last year, Claressa was very vocal about being upset that Angel Reese won BET Sportswoman of the Year again. She seemed to feel the award should recognize a full career of accomplishments, almost like a lifetime achievement honor. But that's not how the award works. The category is based on what happened during the previous year and the impact made during that period. That's the actual criteria. So seeing Claressa at the game after all that previous drama definitely had people raising an eyebrow and trying to connect the dots. At first, I was thinking maybe Claressa was there to network a little bit.
The show is going to cover both news and gossip.
Congrats on the network. Thank you.
So yeah, it's going to be real, it's going to be raw, and it's going to be very Remy. But here's the fun part. She doesn't have a name.
Maybe she was trying to connect with Angel Reese and possibly land a spot on her podcast. Maybe she was looking for an opportunity to get involved with Angel's Reebok partnership through Shaquille O'Neal. You know what I mean? I was trying to figure out what the angle could be, because the appearance seemed very intentional. I kept running through different possibilities in my head. Maybe she was hoping to build new business relationships, expand her connections, or get in front of some major people in the sports and entertainment world. There had to be a reason, because the timing just felt interesting. But then something clicked. Actually, a lot of you pointed it out to me first. People started saying, "Remember Anonymous T, the BET Awards are next week." And when that thought hit me, I had to stop and think for a second. Wait a minute, could this appearance have something to do with award season? Was this a way of showing public support for last year's winner and changing the conversation around previous disagreements? Some people online are already asking that question, and you can definitely see why the speculation started. What made the situation stand out even more was how quickly photos and clips from the game started getting attention online. Claressa appearing on the Jumbotron suddenly became something people were sharing and talking about. That immediately got fans wondering if there was a bigger public relations strategy behind the scenes. Now, to be fair, nobody knows the real reason she attended except Claressa herself, but the timing has definitely sparked conversation. Some people believe it was simply a basketball game, while others think it may have been a calculated move ahead of the BET Awards. And if we're talking about this year's Sportswoman of the Year category, there are some major names in the mix. The competition is stacked with athletes who had huge years and made major impacts in their sports. One name that immediately comes to mind is Sha'Carri Richardson, whose performances in track and fields kept her right in the spotlight and made her a serious contender for the award.
Here's the fun part. She doesn't have a name for it yet. She's actually asking her fans to suggest what the show should be called.
Should I just call it Reminisce? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think.
Now,
you've also got a lot of other incredible athletes in the conversation this year. Naomi Osaka continues to be a major force whenever she steps onto the court. Jordan Childs has remained one of the most recognizable names in gymnastics. Gabby Thomas has been making serious noise in track and field. And Coco Gauff keeps adding to her growing list of accomplishments. Then you have Claressa Shields, Angel Reese, Asia Wilson, and several other standout athletes who have all had strong years and brought plenty plenty of attention to their sports. But when I look at the field, one name keeps standing out above the rest, and that's A'ja Wilson. In my opinion, she has built one of the strongest cases in the entire category.
Now, no official premiere date has been announced yet, just the big reveal for now. But trust, when that date drops, the internet is going to go crazy. If you want to be the first to know when it launches, follow Remy Ma on Instagram and keep an eye on the Remy Network directly. That's where the update will hit first. Remy Ma, from rap icon to talk show host. The era is shifting. Are you
A'ja
ready?
has been on an incredible run. Her impact goes far beyond what happens during games. She has received major recognition, appeared in Time magazine, landed high-profile endorsements, and continued expanding her influence both on and off the court. Add in another WNBA championship run, individual accolades, and the level of visibility she's maintained, and it's easy to see why so many people view her as a frontrunner. The past year has been huge for her. She has shown up at major events, secured major brand partnerships, appeared on magazine covers, and continued building her profile as one of the biggest stars in sports today. Everywhere you look, A'ja Wilson seems to be part of the conversation, and that kind of momentum is hard to ignore. That's why many fans believe she has one of the strongest arguments for Sportswoman of the Year heading into the BET Awards. Of course, the final decision is up to the voters, but there's no denying that A'ja has put together an impressive year. Now, speaking of the BET Awards, a few days ago, the performer lineup was officially announced, and we need to talk about it. BET dropped the official performer lineup for the 2026 BET Awards, and it is stacked. The announcement said, from hip-hop heavyweights to R&B icons and rising stars, this year's stage is bringing major energy with performances by, and that's where things started getting interesting. This is the reported lineup that's been making the rounds online, and if it's accurate, the show is packed with major names. The list includes Cardi B, Common, Tems, K.E.H.L.A.N., Jill Scott, Rick Ross, T.I., Don Toliver, and Kalani. That alone would be enough to get people talking. You've got a mix of legends, chart toppers, and newer artists all sharing the same stage, which usually makes for some unforgettable moments. But the names that really caught my attention were French Montana and Max B. French Montana and Max B being included immediately sparked speculation online. As soon as people saw their names, the comments started rolling in fast. One of the biggest reactions was, "I hope French Montana brings out Remy Ma." And honestly, that doesn't sound far-fetched at all. I've been saying for months, ever since the BET nominations were announced, that Remy Ma should have a moment on that stage. Whether as a featured guest or a surprise performer, it feels like the perfect opportunity. Especially when you consider that Remy recently spoke about her longtime connection with French Montana and Max B, explaining that they all knew each other before fame and still share a close bond. Now imagine this for a second. French Montana and Max B hit the stage first and get the crowd going. Then suddenly, Remy Ma walks out and the arena erupts. That would be one of those viral moments people talk about long after the show ends. From there, you could easily transition into a solo spotlight for Remy. She could perform some fan favorites, celebrate key moments from her catalog, and give longtime supporters a nostalgic throwback moment. Considering the history and relationships involved, it would fit naturally into the show and create a lot of excitement. If French Montana and Max B are truly part of the official lineup, I can definitely understand why fans are connecting the dots and wondering whether Remy Ma could be the surprise guest nobody sees coming. And if that happens, social media is going to have plenty to talk about. Now, picture this scene for a second. The performance is already underway, the crowd is hyped, French Montana and Max B are on stage, and then out of nowhere, Remy Ma walks out as the surprise guest. The arena goes crazy, social media explodes, and suddenly everyone is talking about that moment. If BET is looking for a headline-grabbing surprise, that would definitely do it. And if something like that happens, it would instantly become one of the most talked-about moments of the night. That's why I keep coming back to the idea that Remy could be the secret ingredient that takes the performance to another level. As for the BET Sportswoman of the Year conversation, I still think A'ja Wilson has one of the strongest cases in the category. Her accomplishments over the past year have been impossible to ignore. She has dominated on the court, continued growing her profile off the court, secured major partnerships, and remained one of the biggest names in women's sports. What also stands out is how much positive attention surrounds her career and personal life. Fans regularly point to the strong support system around her, and people often talk about how those closest to her celebrate her success right alongside her. That kind of visibility only adds to the momentum she's built over the past year. That's why, if A'ja were to win, it wouldn't be surprising at all.
Many fans and analysts have been making the same argument based on her achievements, impact, and overall presence in sports during the eligibility period. But circling back to the performers list, I still find it interesting that French Montana and Max B were announced while Remy Ma's name was nowhere to be found. Maybe there's nothing to it, and maybe the lineup is exactly what was announced. But if BET is planning one last surprise before the curtain rises, Remy Ma would certainly be a name capable of creating a major reaction from the crowd and setting social media on fire for the rest of the night. So now the big question becomes whether Claressa Shields is heading into the BET Awards feeling confident that this could finally be her year to take home Sportswoman of the Year. After being nominated multiple times, it's easy to see why she might believe she has a strong chance. But when you look at the competition, especially someone like A'ja Wilson, the debate gets very interesting. If A'ja Wilson doesn't win, you already know social media is going to have a lot to say about it. Fans have been extremely vocal about her accomplishments over the past year, and many people view her as one of the strongest candidates in the entire category. That's why any result is likely to spark major discussion online. When people compare the nominees, they often look at a variety of factors, including athletic performance, visibility, impact, media presence, endorsements, championships, and overall influence during the eligibility period. Every fan has their own criteria, which is why these award debates can get so heated. As for Claressa, supporters would point to her continued success in combat sports, her victories in the ring, and the attention she brings to women's boxing. Critics, on the other hand, may focus on different factors when comparing candidates across sports. That's what makes these conversations so divided every year. There has also been plenty of online discussion surrounding Claressa's some public controversies and high-profile moments over the past year. Those conversations have definitely kept her name in headlines and generated strong reactions from both supporters and critics alike. At the end of the day, the voters will decide, and we'll find out soon enough who takes home the trophy. But before that happens, I want to hear what you think. Do you believe Remy Ma is being kept under wraps as a surprise performer for the BET Awards? And what do you make of Claressa Shields' appearance at the Atlanta Dream game? Do you think it was simply a casual outing, or do you think fans are reading into the timing because of the upcoming award show? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this conversation is definitely heating up. And with all of that said, I have to be honest, this whole situation has definitely raised some eyebrows and sparked a lot of conversation online. Whether it's the BET Awards speculation, the Claressa Shields debate, or the possibility of Remy Ma showing up as a surprise performer, people are clearly connecting the dots and sharing their opinions. But now, it's your turn. I want to hear what you think. Do you believe Remy Ma is the mystery guest everyone is overlooking? Do you think fans are reading too much into Claressa's recent appearances, or could there be more to the story? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's talk about it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves celebrity news and entertainment drama. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you're the first to know whenever new content drops on the channel. Thanks for watching. This is Shadari Marcus Hale signing off. Stay safe, take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.